expensive than having a standing ethics commission like they have in Broward County, down in Dade County, that costs about $15 million a year. And it seemed to me it's so simple. If they put a prosecutor over there that had prosecutorial powers and investigative powers, and his sole job was to work in the Broward County offices, but at the same time not report to the county commissioners, that would be a pretty inexpensive, efficient way to enforce the ethics laws and the civil and criminal laws that relate to public officials. So, I mean, I hope that we need a local bill from the legislature to do that. Mr. Satz doesn't want he doesn't want the responsibility, but in my view, he's a public official who could be responsible rather than to create some kind of an ethics commission under the authority of the county commission. We need to have somebody independent in there.
What has he told you? Would he take the role if he had the money, or?
No, he doesn't want it. He would like for it to be something else. He knows we need something, but it's the legislature. We've asked the legislature to consider passing a state law, and if they pass a state law to require it, obviously Mr. Satz will enforce the state law.
Really?
Well, or whomever else, however else. Well, I mean, we need to get, and I understand there's that sentiment, but I mean, do we want them to report to the county commission?
No.
Thank you. I don't think so either. And I don't want to be on the ethics commission after March, because, I mean, it's due to expire. Maybe a permanent, Mr. Satz thinks that maybe a permanent ethics commission should be empowered, and this inspector general or prosecutor, I call it, report to them. But I don't think an apparatus that's expensive is the answer. I think it can be more simply done. I mean, if everybody would do their jobs on a state and local level and enforce the laws that we have and the rules that we have, that'd go a long way, and that includes the federal government and everybody else with honest services and things like that. But we're putting, another layer on top of that. I don't know if it's going to make it any easier or not, but obviously we need to do something, and I think something is going to be done. I think the will of the people is to get something done now, and I think that's going to happen.
What happened between you and the county attorney's office? I've watched the videotape. Do you think there's an effort underway by staff at the government center to inhibit your work?
I was told I wasn't nice. I haven't seen the tape. But I just...
When Drew Myers storms in and tells you that you're overstepping your authority,
yeah, well, I mean, I don't need to have him do that, and I don't think we did, and the majority of the commission felt the same way, and we wanted a vote to be taken to ask the legislative delegation through its chairman to do something to help us.
Do you see something insidious that we're...
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. I just and then the chairman and I kind of got into it a little bit because he was trying to control a situation there. And I respect him doing that, but I don't like to think somebody's controlling me when we have a right to do what we did. The majority over there rules, and so I wasn't going to stand for some procedural move that got that derailed.
Right.
And indeed that didn't happen.
You don't think it's a commission maneuver to keep you all from doing something? I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say that. And Bob's here taking my picture like he did with Scott Rothstein drinking that martini.
Hey, Bill.
Pretty amazing.
Do you have any other information on where the Rothstein money went?
Yeah, I mean, I have...